Let us look at this question in Math 1100 under complex numbers. It says find the real values of x and y in this complex number equation. All right. So, well, you may just go straight and start doing the don't. I want you to do the correct thing. So we understand to say when you're dividing complex numbers, we actually have to multiply both sides, both like the top part and the down part, by the conjugate of the denominator, right? So let's first rationalize the denominator for each part. So let's look at the first part. Let us rationalize this, meaning the top part we multiply by 1 minus I. Of course, the conjugate of denominator is y, and the down part as well, like that. Okay. Of course, the only thing happening here is the multiplication, so that will be x and xi over here we get this is 1 squared. Remember, this is just like the difference of two squares. Yeah. If you factorize before the difference of two squares, would agree. And this will give us x minus xi over, of course, I squared is what? Negative 1. So if I put negative 1 here, all right, it will be positive 2. Like that. All right, now let's look at the second part of the fraction. So as well, we do the same. Okay, so we're going to have y multiplied by the conjugate of 1 minus 2i, which is 1 plus 2i. The down part we do the same. 1 minus 2i multiplied by 1 plus 2i. Okay, then you move on. You expand there, you get y plus 2yi over, and here of course same, it's a difference of two squares, right? Meaning 1 is being squared minus, we are now squaring 2i, like that. Okay, so y plus 2yi divided by, here, well, remember that if I square 2, that will be like 1, then minus 4i squared, and I squared is negative 1, which will give me y plus 21i divided by 5. So I have already what to substitute this part and on that particular part. So as usual, I'm putting x minus xi over 2. Okay, so I've got x minus xi over 2 plus y plus 2yi over 5. And this is equal to 1. Like here, it's equal to 1. Alright, so let's go. Of course, here, common denominator is 10, right? Since the common denominator is 10, I'll just cross multiply in advance. And this will be 5 x minus xi plus 2y plus 2yi equal to, remember, common denominator was 10. So 10 times 1, 10. And of course, expand this, we get 5x minus 5xi plus 2y plus 4yi, and that is equal to 10, of course. Well, let us group the real part together and the imaginary parts together. All right, so the real parts are these, having 5x and 2y. Okay? Then what? Then what? We also have the imaginary part, so I can factorize the I there. So I'm going to have I outside, so 5x. Oh, it's negative, by the way. Then plus 4y. Yeah, and this is equal to 10. Now, I know. All right. So, solve the real parts alone. Now, one thing that you need to understand that, does the real part have a number this side? Yes, it has. It's 10. What about the imaginary part? The imaginary part does not have, so I can just call it 0i. Still fine, right? Meaning I can have this x plus 2y, and this should be equal to 10. Then negative 5x plus 4y, this should be equal to 0. Okay, there's nothing for the imaginary part on the other side. Solving this simultaneous, of course, let us make, we can even make x from here the subject of the formula, right? Divide throughout by 5, you'll be getting 4 over 5y. So sub this into this. Let's do the sub. So we have 5, 4 over 5y, okay, plus 2y, and this is equal to 10. Let's keep on simplifying it. 5 and 5 cancel, we have 4y plus 2y equal to 10, right? And this will be 6y, which will be equal to 10. If I divide throughout by 6, I'm going to have y is equal to, but remember that 2 can go into 6 and 2 can go into 5. That will be 5 over 3 as the value of y in a simplified form. We know what x is. It's 4 over 5y. 4 over 5y. To be 4 over 5 times 5 over 3. And they cancel, we have 4 over 3 as the answer. So x is 4 over 3 and y is 5 over 3. You found the value of x and y in this complex number. You're welcome.